everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen, this is Poppins Approved. Today I'm gonna be giving you kind of an ultimate pouches comparison. Okay, so right here behind me I have 5 sets of packing cases, and I wanted to quickly run through them all and show them to you so you can make a good choice when it comes to purchasing your own set of pouches. Let's run through the options really quick. Right here I have the Hat brand packing cases. Right here is the 12 little trio. Of course I have the Jujube B set, the Lily Jade packing cases, and then all the way over here I have the Ryla packing cases as well. Now right off the bat you'll notice a couple things. The 12 little and Jujube has pattern. So not the little one from 12 little, but the other two do have a pattern on the material, and these will have different options so you can choose different colors and patterns, especially with Jujube. They have a bajillion colors and patterns for their B sets. This is probably one of their best-selling products, is this B set. I think I have 3 patterns myself just to match with different bags. For the Ryla pack and the Lily Jade, these are both clear front packing pouches. So you can see here there is a clear front and you can see the items that you put inside. Something that's different between Lily Jade and Ryla is Ryla only comes in this black and kind of beigey color on the interior. Lily Jade actually has a ton of different colors. They're coming out with more all the time, so you can find more options when it comes to the Lily Jade cases. Now the Hat brand also has different options when it comes to the colors as well. They also come in a beige color and a blue color. This one just happens to be the pink color. And I did want to mention something that's a little bit different or unique about the Hat brand ones is they look pretty thin and small, but they actually do expand so you can fit quite a lot in them, and they will stand up on their own. Now all of these come in a set of 3, and I think the easiest way for me to compare them is going to be by the largest piece, then the middle piece, and then the small piece. That way you can see the differences there. Now here are all the largest pieces from the packing cases. You can see here that the 12 little one is actually the biggest, and that's because this is actually meant to be a wet bag. So something cool about 12 little's trio pouch, each piece is designed for a specific reason. With the other packing cases, they're just meant to give you different options for your items, whereas with the 12 little, they actually had something in mind when they created each piece. So for the largest piece, this is something that I actually don't use a ton. I actually keep that kind of folded up inside of my bags just in case I need it, but most of the time I don't. So this is a piece out of the 12 little trio that doesn't get used very much, so I'm just gonna put that off to the side. I have some items here that I would mainly use in the largest piece, and that is all my diapering needs. So I have some Arm & Hammer baggies for dirty diapers, Itsy Ritsy wet bag for dirty clothes, wipes, and then I have 3 diapers here. So let me show you how those fit in each of these. Starting with the Hat brand here, like I mentioned, you do have that extra space at the bottom, so things that are thicker like this will fit. Now I do have a little bit of extra space here at the top. Luckily it does have that kind of gusset opening here, so I can fit things, even big things like that Arm & Hammer baggie dispenser. Pretty cool, it kind of stands up right there all on its own. Now the Jujube B set, the largest piece, this is what I have used for my diapering needs for a really long time. It's just a really good width for diapers. So I'll put all of this in here, and then usually I will take my baggies and just kind of push that in on the side there, and it fits right there in the corner. Since it is more of like a triangular shape there, it does have the space down at the bottom for it and zips up no problem, and there is no extra space here on the top. I do have a little extra space here in this corner for something else. If I wanted to put like a diaper rash cream or something in there as well, that would fit no problem. Next, let me show you how all that looks in the Ryla. With the Ryla pack, you do get a wrist strap that comes with the bag. This will work on all 3 pieces because it does have a D-ring there. Now, all of that fits just fine. I have a little more space here at the top. I'm going to try and put this in kind of in the corner like I did the other ones. just right there. It's kind of squished in there, but I can make it all fit just fine. And I really like the fabric here that Ryla Pack uses. It's just a really nice, smooth kind of faux leather material, so it slides in and out of bags really nice and easily. Now, the last one is the largest piece from Lily Jade, and I should mention that Lily Jade also has a strap that comes with their bags that you can attach to all three with a little D-ring as well. But I find this largest piece to also be a tiny bit too big for all my diapering needs, but let's see what it looks like here. Plenty of room with tons of room to spare over here. So if you're carrying diapers for multiples, or if you need to carry more things like Desitin, and maybe you want to put like a change of clothes in your diapering pouch, this largest piece would be awesome for that. Here is the medium piece from the Lily Jade pouch set, and let me show you how my diapering needs fit in there, because I think that's what I tend to do, is actually use this medium piece, because I think they fit in there perfectly. And zipping that up there, you can see that that fits everything a little bit better. I tend to use this largest piece here for like my notebooks, all of this stuff to keep my kids busy. So kind of maybe like a little art kit would be a better use for this largest piece here. But also if you carry more diapering stuff than I do, then this would be a great option. Okay, now I've already showed you the medium piece from the Lily Jade packing cases and shown you how diapering needs fit in there. I also wanted to show you how they fit inside the medium piece from the 12 Little Trio, because this is what I usually tend to use for my diapering needs as well. Just kind of a bigger size. I will put my diapering stuff in there. It all fits. I have room at the top. Plus there is a zippered pocket in the back here, so you can keep things separate back there, like again, like diapering cream, things like that. Now, mainly what I use the medium piece for from most of my packing cases is snacks. So I have a couple of applesauces, some Big Bars, and then some almond butter biscuits here, and I'm just gonna kind of throw them in and see how they all fit. Okay, so that all fits really nicely actually into this medium piece. There's not a ton of room to spare. I can maybe fit some like gummies right there at the top, a few of those. And I actually really like how that packs up. You can see here the Ryla is gonna be a little bit smaller. Let's see if I can still fit all of that. It's a little bit harder with food pouches because you don't want those to spill open somehow, and they do take up some more space. So sometimes it's hard to get them to fit with everything. So let's see, it's gonna be a really tight squeeze. I don't know, let's see. There we go, pretty tight squeeze into there. I got it all to fit. I was not able to fit the fruit snacks in there as well. So this one is definitely tighter than the Lily Jade. Now the 12 Little one is obviously gonna fit all of this really easily, so I can just kind of throw all that in there. I can fit way more, I can tell already. So if you need to carry lots of snacks, something like this might be a great option for you. It still has a pretty nice thin shape, but it definitely fits a lot in there. I think this pouch is actually more comparable to the large pieces from some of the other pouches. So like here is the large piece from the Hat brand. You can see here, that's even smaller than this 12 Little piece. So I would say that actually should probably go in the large category. Now, these two that are left, the Jujubee and the Hat brand, look to be like a similar rectangular shape. It looks like Hat brand is just a tiny bit bigger though. And I know that I've had trouble in the past packing all of my snacks into this medium piece. Especially with these applesauce pouches, it gets a little tight. So I'm going to put the like widest part of the applesauce in those corners there, because it does have the bigger space down right there on the sides. I don't want to squish all the snacks, so I think that's maybe some of those can fit too. Let's see. It's really tight. I don't want to ruin my Jujubee set. So there you go. You can see it's really tight and like packed in there. So this is one that I know that I have had trouble packing lots of snacks in before, but if you just need a couple things, this is a great option for snacks. I have also liked this bag as like a mommy kit or a med kit. I think it works great for all those little odds and ends that you need to carry around. Okay, let's see how the Hat brand does. Throw the items in here at the bottom because I do have that really nice wide base there. And I think all of this should fit really easily. Yeah, totally. I could fit more in there if I wanted to. there you go. That is what that one looks like all packed up. And again, it stands up on its own. Okay, let's take a look here at the smallest pieces from all of the pouches. Now, the smallest piece is what I tend to use for like a little med kit and mommy stuff pouch. Sometimes I will use them for little toys for my kids, like squigs or Legos, things like that. These are perfect for that. Majority of the time I do mommy stuff and med stuff. So let's look at the Ryla pack first here. Kind of a similar size to the 12 little. It's smaller than the Lily Jade. It's definitely a little bit bigger than the Jujubee. And then it looks very comparable in size to this Hat brand one, but again, the Hat brand one does have that space on the bottom, so we'll see how it fits in there. Just put in like a sunscreen stick. I also have some lotion there. This is gonna be too tall for the lotion, so maybe I'll lay it down like that. I have two lip products here, kind of put those in. Something that's nice and flat is Band-Aids, so those can just go in the back really easily. I have a nail file I'll put on the side there, nail clippers, and then I have two hair ties I'll just kind of throw in at the top, kind of squish it down. And then I do have a bunch of eye drops I'll just throw in at the top. Let's see how that fits. Oh, it's a little bit tight. Oh, and it looks like I can squish it in, but that sunscreen stick was a little bit too tall for the bag as well. But as you can see, it all fits in there pretty well. It might be a little bit difficult without like pulling out other things with it. But it is nice that is the clear front for these kind of items, because then I know exactly where the item is that I'm looking for. Let's see how all of that fits into the Jujubee small set piece. I think this is gonna be a little tricky. I'm gonna put the sunscreen down at the bottom. Also the lotion, my nail clippers, the two lip products. This is all just kind of a mess and not really organized in here, and I think it's gonna be hard to get to those items at the bottom, so I'm not really like loving this as much for all this kind of stuff. That's why I tend to use this pouch for toys. So in there, I'll just throw the eye drops there on top. And you can see, I can't see what's at the bottom, so I'm gonna have to like dig in there, and I think stuff will end up falling out. So for these kind of items, I'm not like a huge fan of this pouch for this specific thing, but like I said, I do like it for little toys. So if you have little toys that you need to carry around, this pouch would work perfectly. Okay, now even though I can't see because of the material that this is into this pouch, I think it's gonna be great because it is a little bit bigger at the base, and so I can reach in and kind of dig around and find what I need without like spilling everything out. So put the big things on the bottom. It all just goes in super nice and easily. And yeah, there's still room at the top. I can kind of dig around and find what I need and not have a problem with things coming out. So I think that works just fine. Now, probably my favorite pouch for this kind of stuff is the 12 little clear pouch. It's clear on both sides. You can find everything really easily. It's just a really good size for this kind of stuff. Throw all this in here and show you kind of what this looks like. So yeah, and I still have some space here. So if you carry more stuff than I do, then this would also be a good case for that. I found that all of these pouches are really nice quality material. I found that these brands are the ones for me that I like to pack with the most because they're the most durable and made of more like high quality materials. Something that stands out to me when I'm looking for pouches is, does it have a good zipper? And I think all of these do have really nice smooth zippers. The Lily Jade and the Ryla pack, you actually have a metal zipper, whereas on all of the other ones, it is a plastic zipper. And that's not to say it's not a good zipper, just something to note. The logo and the hardware is a little bit different on each. On the 12 little, you have a faux leather logo and zipper pulls. On the Hat brand, you actually have a metal zipper pull and their logo is there on the side. For Jujubee, you have a metal plate logo on the front and then you have metal zipper pulls. Ryla has the nameplate here on the front for the logo and then also the metal zipper pull. Lily Jade has a metal nameplate, but then for the zipper pull, it has a knotted piece of the canvas material. Now, I am definitely a pouch packer. I love to be able to reach into my bag and grab out what I need really quick and easily without digging around in my bags. And so pouch packing is what works really well for me. I think a lot of moms have found that compartmentalizing things into different sizes of pouches is really helpful for them as well when organizing their diaper bag. I think it's just up to to preference and your style and what you like. Hopefully this little rundown of these different packing cases will help you make your decision when you're trying to decide which ones would work best for you and your style of packing. If you have any questions about any of these, I know it was a lot of information, let me know in the comments down below. Also, I would love to hear which pouches are your favorite and maybe also which ones you use in your own diaper bag. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for this review today, and we will talk to you guys in the next one.